honestly, is it still worth you doing your training to get these bits of wood? Well, it's upset quite a lot of you guys, scout leaders, who have done your training, and also people who are potentially about to start their would-be training to become a UK scout leader. Now, this is a vlog I've been meaning to do for a few months, and I've been putting it off and off and off, and I've been reading loads of comments on social media, and I thought, you know what, Mark, let's just share my views to you guys on how I feel about doing these to get these bits of wood. Now, this is going to upset a few scout leaders. It's going to ruffle some scout neckers, but I've just got to say what I've got to say. So rewind 15 years ago when I spent many weekends at Packard Scout Camp. Now, before that, I didn't have a family, so I was fully in it 100% to do my wood beads as quickly as I could. And I did it just over a year, spent most weekends learning about POR, learning about scouts, the tradition, what scouts do, regulations, program planning, menus. I remember one of the nights away course, we had something like £2.50 budget to plan a 3-course meal. We had to go to the shops, source the food, come back, cook it, that kind of thing. And now you don't have to do that. Some of those weekends were full on. Some of them kind of seemed pointless at the time. But I met so many cool scout leaders. The networking was amazing. Now, just to get kind of experienced scout leaders going, if you try this, you'll get a better outcome. Oh, have you tried this? Have you done this? Have you done that? And fellow scout leaders doing the training was kind of like, well, in my group, we do X. Oh, really? I'll try that. My group, we do Y. Oh, really? I try that. Oh, have you played this game? Oh, do you know when you're doing desserts? Homesickness, really good. You give them a homesickness tablet called a Tic Tac. Those things I got on my training and I loved it. But now you don't have to do it. In 2025, if you had the choice of spending weekends at Packard, maybe spending hours on Zoom, spending hours for what? Nothing. Lots of time, lots of dedication. You have 3 years to get these bits of wood. There's a whole lot of history, there's tradition, and I am super proud that I got these when they were worth it, when they meant something. But now, it's just a bit of wood. There's new training schemes in now. In fact, we're not even a scout leader, we're a team volunteer, a title that just grates me, just winds me up. I'm a scout leader, and I'm gonna be a scout leader. And I want to do my beads. I'm so proud of that. And I want you guys to do it. But is it really worth it? Because at the end of the day, you can do your basic training without spending years at a scout campsite, on Zoom modules, online, doing those things. And at the end of the day, you come out in a few months' time, still as a team volunteer. Okay, you don't get these, but these don't mean anything anymore. Years ago, these were kind of like a pass to many things that opened the door. Being a scout leader, and that thing in September, which is now not in September, which is in August. Another thing that's annoying me, don't get me started on reunion. Many years ago, many years ago, the only volunteers who could attend reunion would bead holders. If you didn't have that, you couldn't go to a reunion. You couldn't do your CPD. You couldn't learn new things. You couldn't go to those meetings, find out the latest things. Only would bead holders. But now you can go even if you don't have those. In fact, you can go even if you're a child. Okay, reunion isn't targeted to children, but you can still bring your children, particularly leaders who are struggling with parental help and don't have childcare. They can bring your children along to reunion. Is that a perk? Is it not? I don't know. I think reunion for me personally is to spend time with fellow leaders, learning new things, those skills, their networking, having a few drinks around the campfire, not worrying about there's young people, but now there's young people at reunion. Now in my county, Greater London Middlesex West, we've tapped into that. We've noticed that scout leaders aren't really happy on sitting in front of a computer, tapping away on Zoom, listening to those boring breakout meetings, just not getting that interaction. Now, Greater London Middlesex West have tapped into that and they've done some really cool things. I'm involved in a new leaders practical skills weekend where we go and teach those basic practical skills to scout leaders. We have map reading courses where we actually physically get a map and walk in the great outdoors, not doing it on Zoom and pretending, oh, if you take this bit of paper, these are the coordinates. No, we're physically learning those basics and getting out, putting that out back into Scouts. We have a pioneering day where we build things, proper things. So Great London West has tapped into working out that Scout leaders really aren't happy sitting in front of a laptop or a phone and just pretending to learn. No, we're going back old school and learning face to face. The trouble is, in the new system, not all the modules are online. So you have to do a bit of hybrid, online courses and physical face-to-face courses. Some of those modules aren't even done every few months. They might be once a year, twice a year. And if you're working like me at the weekends and it falls on that weekend, you're screwed. And what I found looking into the new training, it's not for new people. It's not for non-Scouters. You've got to have a fundamental idea, a fundamental knowledge of what Scouting is about. I think it's geared towards people who have come up from the movement, where they won't come from squirrels just yet, but definitely from Beavers, Cub Scouts, Explorers, Network, then doing their leader training. Unlike me, I came fresh. I had no idea what Scouting was about. So those face-to-face meetings, they really helped me learn about Scouting and what true Scouting is. It's a bit like driving, isn't it? You do your driving test, pass the exam, you learn the basics, but you don't truly, fully learn driving until you're out there on your own. You've made those mistakes. And that's what the training is like for me. But now, sitting in front of a computer, you don't get that. You don't get that interaction. So if I ask myself, Mark, would you do the training now in 2025 to become a team volunteer? Honestly, hand on heart, no. You can still become a Scout leader, a team volunteer, without doing the would-be training. Just do those modules, those basic modules that you need to do, and off you go. You can run your sections with your fellow team volunteers and still run Scouts effectively, but you don't have that background knowledge. Honestly, I just can't see any benefit of doing all those hours training to get a bit of wood. Traditions are slowly dying out in Scouting. Those reasons why we wear these beads. Do Scout leaders really know what these beads represent? Well, if you don't, I've done a vlog about that. But to some Scout leaders, it's just a bit of wood. It's a real shame. These beads mean a lot to me. You know, they have memories of all those training nights, those weekends, and just, you know, where it came from. You know, Baden Powell getting these ideas from the Zulu warriors. And okay, I'm not having traditional wood beads, you know, they're not the original ones, they're not the oak tree from Gilwell, but still it means a lot. It means a lot. But now, why would you go through all those hours away from your family, when ultimately you can come to the same end point from someone who's done the wood bead training? Does that make sense? Listen, Scout leaders, this is my personal view, you know. I might have completely misread the new training. I might have missed something. I might have misinterpreted it, but I don't think I have. I really, talking to other fellow Scout leaders around the country, not just in my district and county, around the country, people are thinking the same. Why would you want to do through that? Why would you put those hours and at the end be the same who's someone who hasn't done all that training? What are you going to get from it? So Scout leaders, my question to you, would you still do it as well? If you had to turn back the clock and redo your Scout training now in 2025, would you honestly do it to achieve these wood beads? Has the wood beads meaning been lost over time? So Scout leaders, comment below your thoughts on the current Scout leader training. Is it worth it? Is it not? Be respectful. I don't want anyone being nasty to fellow Scout leaders. This is just me and you guys sharing a conversation. That is the Scout leader training right? Should they scrap the wood beads altogether? And another tradition has been lost. Comment below. Oh, and if you do want to learn the meaning behind the wood beads, watch this video here. I'll explain the meaning of it.